Hello everybody, my name is Bradley and I'm very excited to bring you this video today because it is something completely different than what we normally do on this channel, and I hope it's a very fun and entertaining video for you guys. Before we get started though, I just wanted to thank 100 Games 100 Days for his support as a channel member. Thanks, man. With new content coming out this weekend, I didn't think it would be very fun or entertaining to start a new Let's Play, so we will be starting a new Vietnam Let's Play on Saturday with all the new corporations content and that new patch. But until then, I thought, what can I do for a midweek video that'd be fun, that would hype everything up, that would keep people engaged with Civ? And I thought, why not, just for fun, give the AI some of the best civs in the game and just put them on a Pangea map and let them duke it out so we can see who is, played by the AI, the best civ in Civilization 6. Now, obviously, there are so many factors that go into deciding who you think is the best civ. There's different victory conditions, different map types, different all kinds of things. Different starts can make a big difference on whether you do well or not. So this is just for fun. All right, and we don't need any comments saying like, how did you forget this civ? They're clearly the best, or wow, this start for Cyrus was super unfair. He would have won if. We're just having fun. All right, this is just meant to be a fun, hilarious video for us to spectate the Prince level AI play some of our favorite and some of the best civs in the game. So the setup here is pretty simple. I have loaded Russia, Catherine, Cyrus, Cleopatra, Trajan, Teddy, Frederick, and Seunduk into a map, and we are going to see who wins this game. The only reason I didn't include a naval civ here is because I thought that they'd be at too much of a disadvantage with a Pangea map. So I only wanted to put civs in that could theoretically win this game based on a Pangea. In terms of the in-game settings, very standard stuff. We're just going to let these guys duke it out. We got Prince difficulty, a regular standard map for 8 civs, which we have in the game. Size standard, resources standard, all city-states, all wonders, everything standard. I am going to give these guys secret societies and heroes and legends to play around with, though, so however they want to use Hercules or whatever is up to them. And because I don't want to crash this computer or this recording, if they don't win by turn 500, which I'm desperately hoping somebody does, there will be a score victory and we will find out who wins that way. Otherwise though, everything is just normal as is. Let's hop into the game. All right, I have loaded the game as Peter. I have an autoplay running right now, so as soon as I click active, we will be in this game. Before we start, I am not a sports commentator. All right, I have never done this type of video before. So if it's a little bit off on the game commentary, please forgive me. I'm doing my best. Let's load into this game and see how things go. All right, so we are in here. Russia is starting up top near some tundra. There are some barbs around. Rome has got a nice kind of middle start for this map. What's going on over here with Korea? Ooh, right by a volcano. That's a little bit iffy, Korea right by this volcano. We have Paris over here, and France has already got another settler. Does Egypt have another settler? No. All right, so a good amount of space between everyone here. Everyone's going to get to settle into this map. Oh, Cyrus has the Galapagos Island start, though. That's totally ridiculous. Near Korea, we do have Anshan, which will be interesting. I'm wondering if Korea is going to be able to use the Science City-State to her advantage here. Rome seems to have quite a few barb problems. He's got a warrior dying up in the top of the map. There's a slinger down here who's not doing too much, not really helping out the fight with Grenadiers. So I wonder if Rome's going to be able to build enough units early on to settle a city without the settler getting taken by the barbs. Checking in with Cyrus early on, he is building a military, probably just to deal with barbs. I'm interested to see if he sticks with coastal cells, if he moves up towards the desert, or if he comes inwards towards Paris here. Paris has her second city down. Marseille, nice and connected right by a mountain. She doesn't know yet, but there's iron in the area. Some good tiles nearby. Egypt's putting down her second city as well. I wonder, she's going to fight with America here. I wonder if they're on the same continent, because that would not be great for her. America diving in on Swinet, though. I wonder if they're going to take that. Rome has founded Ostia. I thought they might have some problems, but indeed they do not, so that's awesome. The barbs clearly almost took that settler, but I guess he made it. Korea's going a bit farther away, but they do have aluminum in their borders, so as we get closer to the end of the game, Korea is going to be able to use the aluminum to launch the extra projects. Not that the AI is really good at doing that, but she is going to be able to. Cyrus still working with one city. He's determined to come down near this river. So I was thinking earlier, where would he go? He's coming down to the freshwater river inland and not to all the 2-2 tiles near his coastal border there. Russia still working with one city. He might be out of the game already. Barbs are just terrorizing him. There's his first settler. He's escorting it. I guess the Barbs can't take the capital, so he feels pretty safe to make that move. Rome's got his third settler. It's going to get taken by the horse? No, it's not. He's going to get to settle it on the river there. Why is he coming back? No, Rome, you had to show... Oh my god, Rome's messed this whole thing up. Trajan, come on, man. But Russia's got that second city down, already taken up loads and loads of land. That's awesome. Korea has loads of units, not having any Barb troubles at all. She's near Bandur, Brunei. I wonder... So Anshan is sieged right now, but Korea's not attacking Anshan, obviously, so that's fine. I wonder where she's going to settle. She doesn't have a lot of good land near her unless she goes by these mountains to this kind of ambery area over here, or the flatland. But she is going to settle near the mountains. All right. Cleopatra, 3 cities, a little bit of an army, got her horse archers out. That's interesting. I wonder if you put Eleanor in one of these games, how many cities would flip. But you can see these guys are starting to come closer together. America's got New York now. A little bit of Virginia, a little bit of a New York State. That's exciting. The problem with New York, though, not on any kind of water. He has the rivers. I guess Vatican City was in the way. So instead of settling up near the lake for the fresh water, he decided not to. Fascinating choice by America there. Cyrus taking a little bit of an advantage with the Galapagos Islands. Still a little bit surprised he hasn't bought that 4 science tile with gold yet. But I guess the AI doesn't realize that it has it. All right, we're back into the game. We had a little bit of a crash, but Russia has a great profit now, so he's going to go for a religion. Good for him. Rome is doing his thing. He's got a lot of pillage tiles. I wonder if he's going to fix those quickly or if he's just determined to increase his army. He's also getting some trade routes out and taking advantage of those roads to get his units down to Antium. There's also the Ubsener Hollow up there. I wonder if he's going to head up that way and settle it. Egypt's still building a big army, just settling all the land, though, getting their 4th city down nice and early. Paris also has a 4th settler. It looks like they are going to try and take Vatican City, though. America's gearing up for a little bit of a war, and they're going to fight with Korea for this space. So I wonder how that's going to go. That can't go well. He is going to get uranium and a ley line here if he has Hermetic Order, though. He's also started work on the pyramids. So Washington hoping to get those builders in action. I really wonder how this is going to go. I'm going to stay on this. And Korea wins. Korea wins to beat him to that space, which means he has to buy out to that uranium, or she has to buy out to that uranium, but of course they don't know it exists yet. I wonder if they're going to launch any nukes. Germany just being Germany. Not a whole lot interesting happened over here. He's kind of sandwiched between Auckland and Grenada. He has built the Hanging Garden, or is it the Great Bath? Great Bath or Hanging Gardens, Brad? That is the Great Bath. He's built the Great Bath. No more floods for Germany. Lots of barbs in the area, though, and not a lot of room to settle between Aachen and Anshan. Just the 1 tile for an option, and he's going to settle Cologne. Russia still stuck on 2 cities. This is a shocking appearance from Russia, who I would have thought would win the game. Only 2 cities, though, still dealing with barbs. That traitor is definitely going to die. I think Peter might be out of this one already. Oh, God, where are you trading to? What kind of road is that? Uh-oh. Is he going to die? I'm interested in this. Yeah, he's so dead. And he's lost a builder. Oh, God. I think Peter might be out. Egypt just continuing to build a mammoth army and has Beowulf to help them. She's going to go kill somebody nice and soon. Boston finally settles a city. America settles a city on the lake. I would argue the wrong side of the lake, though, in between Korea and Egypt. That city's getting loyalty flipped hella soon if Egypt doesn't just kill it. Passargate finally has that 4 science tile we were talking about. Good for them. Still dealing with some barbs, but does have triple ley lines up in the north if that's something they want to go for. The game is saying Catherine has less score than Russia early on, even with 3 cities, which is fascinating. What is Russia doing to get all that score? Any wonder building? It's a good campus and a good laver early on with 2 ley lines. He must have either Dance of the Aurora or ley lines or both. But Russia's got a fat army now. I wonder if he's going to take Fez. Rome building a huge empire. What is he building here now? He's going for Statue of Zeus. Rome's going in hot. Who is building the pyramids? America? Has Washington got the pyramids? He has. Fascinating. So America's going to have loads of good builders this game. Awesome for them. Good for them. Germany worked their way out of this a little better than I thought they would, settling a 5th city up, cutting Rome off. I thought they were going to run out of space. They haven't, and they've got an army to boot. I think this game is going to come down to just a show of force between a couple of these armies. I think it'd be fun, though, if someone won a culture game or a science game. Poor Russia's finally got 3 settlers. I don't know where they're going to settle. I guess there's some space northwest of Nazca, so we'll see how that goes. Egypt is just ready to murder somebody. Where is she going? Another settler in Egypt's territory. Cleopatra not messing around. It's more of a question of who does she kill first, not does she kill anybody. Paris looks like a promising target, or France rather, just not really getting into the game. No wonders that I can see. No big army, no walls in any of her cities. I wouldn't be surprised if Cleopatra just wipes out France. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Cyrus up here settling north. There's a couple coal nodes up in that direction as well. Lots of barbs. I think he'll be fine. That's a good settle for him. He doesn't have a lot of space, though, and his next settle is going to have to be near Nan Madal, so I bet you he'll do a coastal settle, which will be interesting to see. He has levied Nan Madal's units, though, but doesn't seem to be at war with anybody. Cleopatra also going in for that great profit, so she can go religious or domination here. I'm a little bit surprised she hasn't decided to kill anybody yet. Germany's getting Machu Picchu down. Some good districts for them. Don't really have the mountains to make that super useful, so I'm a little bit surprised by that pick. But hey, any wonder's a good wonder if you're going for that score victory. So maybe that'll come in handy later. Not a lot of mountains in the territory to make use of that, though. Korea's taken an early science lead, 56 at the top compared to everyone else's 23, 25, 15. So if we're looking for war, Korea's going to be ahead of the game and earning some great scientists that she just used. So Korea's sneaking ahead in science here. I wonder if she'll make good use of that. America's running out of room as well. They have a little bit of room south to settle. I'm sure they'll be very incentivized by the oil down here if they want to do that. But America's running out of room. I think they're going to meet a big Egyptian force. Philadelphia is a pretty big forward settle as well. I'm surprised, again, that Cleo just hasn't killed any of these people yet. But at least Teddy's got the right idea with walls, though. Up in Peter's land, he's not doing a whole lot. He's gotten his missionaries out. He's going to start spreading his religion. Otherwise, though, he's not doing a ton. The barber encampment near him is still there. Where is his army gone? I have no idea where all of his archers went. He's just got some campuses, so I'm not really convinced he's in it to win it this game, you know? We're on turn 114, and we have had no conflicts. The Oracle is going down in Sparta. Good for Cyrus. Everyone's just getting settled in. This is just the warm-up. Everyone's getting settled into the pre-game show. Germany looks like they're about to go to war. Question mark, maybe not. No city-states have been killed either, so nobody has died at all yet in this game. Auckland building walls now, too, making them a little harder to kill. Although, if I were Germany, I would get my Hansa bonuses from Auckland at least, even if the Sue's ability wouldn't be too great. I also didn't notice the Pamukkale over here. Not the best wonder to have, but hey, at least Hamburg can make use of that and get some air score for settling up there. Rome is building walls, getting Statue of Zeus, getting a siege tower now. I wouldn't be surprised if Rome goes to war soon to make use of all the units he's building. The religious fights are on. Cleo spreading her religion to her cities, sending her missionaries into Boston. And like I said earlier, Boston is losing loyalty already. I said it would happen earlier. I'm not surprised it's happening now. Philadelphia's already lost loyalty. America's just made some poor choices this game. Boesthius would be very upset with the performance of Teddy in this one. And Shan is under fire, or they're at war. Are these guys at war here? I can't tell, and clicking the UI makes it go away forever, so I have to only click on the map. Yeah, these guys are at war. Germany and Korea going at it. We'll stay tuned over here to see if they keep fighting each other throughout this game. Still no conflicts with Egypt. Unlike America, though, France is getting to settle into this game a little bit. The volcano in their territory has not erupted to ruin anything for them. They're not really doing much with builders to make their land any better, but they are getting the chance to settle in before they just get completely ruined. And as much as I really like what Cyrus has going on, he doesn't have a lot of good land left to settle, so it'll be interesting to see what he decides to do with what's left. Washington going for the double desert wonders. It makes me think he's going to put a theater square here, maybe up here, get that good adjacency bonus. He's also got the hanging gardens over here, so he has a lot of good theater square options. Teddy could take a pretty big culture lead here and just hasn't quite yet, but Korea is coming out to that science lead, so I wonder how that war with Germany's going. Yeah, she's got crossbows and he doesn't. It's that science lead coming in already for Korea, allowing her to have a huge tech advantage. I don't really know what she's doing with crossbows at this low health. Oh, getting a promotion. Very smart. I think he has enough units to defend this early onslaught, depending on whether he's the suzerain or whether he can levy any of this as well. But I don't think he's going to last very long against crossbows. Rome's still building that big army, not doing a lot with it either. Has decided to start improving some tiles. We had farms in most of his cities, so he is looking to get a population increase. He is settling the Upsoner Hollow, which I mentioned earlier. Very interesting wonder. Not the best wonder, but because it's in the tundra, it at least makes these tundra tiles usable. It makes me think he doesn't have ley lines, though, or he might have settled the other side of it. No place for a Roman bath to go down, which is interesting, because you could have settled on this side of it and built a bath towards the mountain, and use the ley lines if he has hermetic order. Checking back in with this war, and it's at a complete stalemate. Cologne is still German, Gwangju is still Korean, nothing doing, but both crossbows appear to be dead. So she has her unique units now, the Hwachas. I wonder how Germany's going to deal with that, because that will just blow down the walls. It seems like the walls in Cologne stopped her from attacking here. America just getting destroyed. Philadelphia officially belongs to Egypt now. Didn't even have to take it by force. Boston losing loyalty now as well. It's going terribly for America. France is just deciding to settle Rouen here, which is a shocking choice because of the loyalty here. She's making it work, though. I have no idea how. She must be the Suze of Vatican City, but she is making it work, further taking away land from America. Cyrus is just kind of chilling. He doesn't really have a lot going for him, isn't leading in science, has very low amounts of culture, and for a culture civ, it's not great. He does have the Oracle going, but not a lot of districts in the Oracle City to make that work for him. Hasn't dealt with any of these barbs in the Northeast. I think Cyrus and America are slowly getting out of this game. What's Russia been doing since then? Russia's culture is 29, so these are relatively new great writers. He has nowhere to put them. He'd be smart to go for Void Singers if he could, but Russia just not making the most of his ability to take up lots of land in the early game. He is building a 5th settler now. I'm just not sure if there's any room left for him to settle that city. Rome with a huge army, lots of great generals. Is he going to attack Antananarivo? It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Rome to do something. He hasn't quite pulled the trigger yet. It does seem like he is going to. We will check back up here and see if he decides to make that aggressive move. Germany slowly building up. We're seeing a couple really good campuses. It's a +4 campus with a great holy site. Making the most of some of these districts. Getting that theater square next to Machu Picchu. Germany is playing well. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Getting an entertainment complex down for some amenities. You know what? Germany's not doing too bad. And he's going to get some free niter later as well. He might be able to gear up with Korea. But Korea is now at war with Rome, or Granada. Doesn't seem like it's Rome, or else Rome will be moving the military back down. But we'll come and check in with this war. Cyrus just still not doing a lot. Has decided to go for Arthur. He's just got no army. It's not going to be helpful. His empire is split up. It doesn't really have a direction. I think my money's on Korea or Egypt to win it at this point in the game. Getting Meenakshi Temple down is a big deal. I don't know if a religious game is on the cards, but if it is, it's a good start for Cleopatra. Also got some good campuses. A rather puzzling Diplocorder. I would have thought she'd put it next to the city for the envoy. But that's all right. Decided not to do that. Also got this aqueduct, even though she's on fresh water and didn't put an industrial zone. She's making some weird choices up in this city. Just like I said earlier, Russia's got that 5th settler and it's got nowhere to go. So he's just getting a terrible non-fresh water tundra city up here. Maybe there's some yields under this volcano for him to make it work. I'm not sure why yields are only showing on some tiles and not all of them, but we'll see how that goes for him. Korea still earning great scientists, but has been overtaken in science by Germany, which is very fascinating. I don't know which great scientist this is. Can I find out? It is Hildegard of Bingen. I don't know who that is. And I don't want to click this because clicking it makes the UI go away forever. So I can only click on the map. But oh, there is a little island over here. I wonder if anyone's going to settle that. Is there a similar one? There's not up on this side. Okay, so there is a little island over here. On the west side of the Pangaea, if anyone wants to settle it. Korea's army looks rather depleted at this point. I'm not sure where she got it wiped out. She's starting to build some farms in some of her cities. Population numbers are looking good. Getting her districts down as well. Not as good as the German districts, and I think Germany planting good districts down and good tiles is making a huge difference. I think they don't have the resources to do what they're doing right now compared to the resources Korea had, and Korea's kind of squandered them a little bit, and Germany has taken the science lead, and Korea's down to 86 science. Over in America, Boston's still losing loyalty, has not flipped to either Egypt or Korea yet. Not a whole lot going on. Got the double desert wonders, got a really good campus, got a good commercial hub, got a decent holy site. There's not a whole lot going on here that makes me confident that they're going to be able to pull out any kind of victory from this game. France is having a quietly all right game. Doesn't have a lot of science, but does have a lot of culture. She's keeping up with everybody else for now, but she's building up her cities. She's got some farms. She's working some of the tea tiles. Yeah, there's not a lot going on here, but she's got a good holy site. She's doing the Germany, but just not as quickly. Also, I'm confused about these aqueducts when you're already on fresh water. That confuses me a little bit. Mabodi Temple's going down, so she'll get 2 free apostles once that's done. She's got a plan at least. Oh, you know what she did? She actually took Tarsus from Cyrus, so we missed that. But France has taken Tarsus from Cyrus. That's a big deal because Cyrus was already having a tough time. It must have loyalty flipped because I doubt she took it with her military. Cleopatra just settling all the land, doing really well, sticking to her rivers to get that bonus. She's got a couple of gurus out now. She's got a lot of ways she can win this game if she wants to. Korea settling a stupid city up here that's going to get loyalty flipped is unfortunate for her. I think she's slowly squandering away her victory, but she has taken the science lead once again. Germany, I don't know what he did to ruin it. He does have some pike shots, though. He's got that niter up and running. He should make the most of it with a war right now. If Rome wants to, though, you know what? Russia as well, getting those knight units down, they can do a lot of damage. Wow, America took Chuncheon from Korea. It's hard to know when these things are going to happen. They happen so quickly, but that is a huge steal for America here to be able to take that city. That must have loyalty flipped. Same with Gangneung here is loyalty flipping as well. Oh no, that's a big whoopsie for Korea to lose 2 of her cities like that. She is settling another one. I'm not sure that's going to be good enough with Germany really ramping up here. I'm picking Germany to win this game at this point. Over in Russia, he's got Moscow, that really dumb city I was talking about. So that's good. He's got walls, too. I don't think they'll help from the volcano. He's just doing stuff. I'm not sure he's going to win this game, but he's just doing stuff up here. Just taking up lots of land, doing Russia things. Rome got to get a few more wonders down. Casa de Contention. There's nothing. A terracotta army. He's not using his army, though. He hasn't attacked Antananarivo yet. Russia has, which is odd because you'd think they'd want a culture city-state. Rome has a plan, just no execution here. Egypt still has lots of land, still moving her units around. Just kind of stalled as well. Building districts, getting her empire set up. But is that what she needs to do right now? She had that huge army and did not kill any of America's cities, although she did get Philadelphia, and did not kill France. That might have been an early mistake from Cleopatra that she'd be regretting right about now. Germany's still doing really well. All of the cities have full loyalty, something I'm checking on more often now. Building lots of units, but lots of them are older units. He's got to combine these together to make core units and go after Korea. I think he is well set up for a science victory. 104 science. Korea's at 122, which is just doing Korea things, but unless she has a huge lead, I still pick the German production to help him more in the end with building all the things he's going to have to build. Up in Rome, lots of missionaries doing missionary things. Finally got some core units going on. Is he going to decide to attack anybody with those core units? And he's got bombards, he's got pike shots, he's got those niter units. What is he going to do with them, though? I want the AI to be feisty. Cyrus managed not to lose any more cities. Still has a lot of science from Galapagos. It's not really enough, though, because he's sitting at 57th, which is lowest in the table at 57 science. Egypt also settling a dumb no loyalty city, which is so strange. I don't know why the AI in this game is just hell-bent on settling loyalty or cities with no loyalty that they can't keep, but I guess it's fine. So America actually has Chuncheon now, and Egypt has Gangneung. So that's interesting that this one didn't flip to America like I thought it would. It flipped to Egypt, just giving Egypt more land, and more river tiles to build districts. So this is really good for Egypt here. There's lots of units in this area. Germany's bringing them down. It's turn 212, has that cavalry now. Isn't doing a whole lot with those units, though. Washington using the pyramids to great effect. Look at this pyramid usage here. Has all the builders. Egypt's at war with him, though, and is taking them. Let's stay tuned for this war. Egypt, you got to do something else, but is she just going to go straight for Washington? I'm not sure if she's going straight for Washington or if she's just on a builder theft spree, but that was very effective because he has lots of builders with the extra build charge that just aren't being utilized right now. I'm staying really close over with Germany. This is going to erupt at some point into a big fat war. He's still neck and neck with Korea in science. This is going to go all the way, folks. God, what a gorgeous city Hamburg is as well. Rome has cultists. Is he going to use the cultists to flip any cities? I doubt it because the AI is terrible at it. Interesting to keep track of, though. Korea is building the Colosseum at turn 220. Good for her. Cyrus is pretty much just out of the game. I'm not sure if I'm checking in with Cyrus at any other point at this point. He's building things and repairing things. I think he's out. I think America's trying really hard to at least use their wonders to good effect. They have so many of them. I'm not sure where the continent splits are for his wars. He's got this really sick quadreme core, if you were wondering. He's got this really awesome quadreme core that I'm sure is going to be very helpful against this pike and shot. But walking into a wall hit and an encampment in Egypt, you have to do better than that. Is this blowing up yet? Is this blowing up? Oh, we got some cavalry units. What's happening here? Is he fighting with Rome? Please fight with Rome. Yes, he is fighting with Rome. How is this going to go? We're sticking right on this, folks. Whatever happens on the rest of the map, we're sticking right on this. They don't seem to be engaging with each other, though. And this encampment, maybe they just have open borders. Maybe they're not even fighting. I thought they might be fighting. Maybe they just have open borders. Nobody's really running away with any kind of science or culture win except for Korea. Rome now at 121. We have a bombard shot against a pike and shot down here. Fascinating stuff. Egypt bringing her military to bear, just not in any cohesive fashion. And you know you're on the same continent as Washington right now, so you have to be extra careful because America's getting a +5 boost to Reno. This Egyptian city has flipped to be a free city, but is not flipping over to Cyrus for the time being. Not that it'll be particularly helpful when it does. Russia, lots of great people. So many great people. I wonder if he's going to be able to put them anywhere like Void Singers and Old God Obelisks to take advantage with culture, because right now he's at 87, which isn't even top of the table because Rome's slowly taking a lead in both science and culture, but Catherine also up there. How's Rome doing? He's taken this huge lead, still settling loads of cities, still settling fat tundra cities. Good for you. Has that army, just building districts. That's really all it is for him. Just classic build districts, win games. Nothing fancy. He's going to get that free uranium. Korea's trying to hurt him, not doing a very good job of it. Still this huge army just sitting down on the south side of the map, not accomplishing a single thing. So Germany, you need to have a plan if you're going to move your army around like this. You're getting me all hot and bothered. America still has not lost Boston, and loyalty flipped Philadelphia back. It's the redemption. The redemption of Philadelphia. I hope it flips to France. That way, Philadelphia belonging to 3 different civs in this one game will be very exciting. We are approaching turn 240, though, so I wonder when this game's going to end. It's finally time for Chekhov's warrior monks. We'll see if these warrior monks do anything helpful. My guess will be no. But he has repurchased Arthur to take this settler up to this area. He can now build a canal between the Persian Gulf and the Panthalassic Ocean. Good for you, Cyrus. France taking up loads of space at the table. Germany now far and away tops in science. Russia catching up. In terms of culture, Germany also tops in culture with Catherine right there as well. And Russia finally catching up using some of those great people. This still could be anyone's game. Russia making a much better effort than I thought they'd be able to. Rome is massive. Rome is absolutely massive, bringing their military to bear against Korea. Gotta get rid of that encampment first. Let's see if he does that. He does not do that. Why? The Hwatch is there. The Hwatch is attacking him. All right, I think Rome is done and dusted. I don't think this war is moving on either side. I think this is a stalemate. Although, he's going in hot. We'll tune back up here in 2 minutes to see how this is going. Does Philadelphia belong to France yet? No, it's back with Egypt. How lame is that? Losing loyalty, though, it would have been cooler if it went with France. America making a good account of themselves down in Cincinnati. Lots of farms, high population numbers. So maybe hoping to loyalty flip Marseille at some point. Maybe Gangneung as well. I think it's a little too late for high population numbers to be overly helpful. However, Washington having 20 population, you wonder where are these 20 tiles that they're going to work? I just don't see them in this city. Germany absolutely blowing away in science right now, up to 195. Russia actually only 8 behind Korea, which is an awesome achievement for them considering where they were at the beginning of this game. Akhetaten is still just a free city, not flipping to anyone. They are a loyal bunch up in Akhetaten, but only loyal to themselves. I think France has enough cultists. I wonder if the AI is going to do anything with these. Just move them around, I guess. All right, France. You just do that. We'll check back up here. How is this war going? The encampment has been... the encampment has survived. They're still trying. It's just not going well. It's just not going well. Germany's got loads of districts down now. 2 encampments near Korea. Really rushing ahead in science. 194. Russia, though. Russia at 166. Second in the table because Korea's only at 147 now. Culture as well. Germany's in front in both science and culture at turn 259. It is certainly their game to win. I wonder if I can check the victory. I cannot. All right. I don't want to touch anything else. I don't want to break the autoplay. I'm surprised at how many city-states have been left alone and not killed. Usually, I think the AI, maybe because it's Prince, I wonder what would have happened if this was Deity and all of the AI started with like 3 settlers or whatever it is. I wonder if this game would have been different. Russia certainly would have been able to take up more space right away. Oh, yay, a war, and Passar Gate has been taken. We missed most of it, but I scrolled over. We got to check in on everyone, and Passar Gate is down. Does this give France the chance they need to get in? Because now they're getting 2, 6, 8, 10 science from the Galapagos Islands here. 10 extra science. It gives them 77, though, so probably not. Germany's still doing great down here, dealing with a barbarian caravel. I suspect that won't hurt them at all. Got Toa in Trier. Got Colossus as well. Free trade routes are always great. Oh my god, Germany's got a catapult army, everyone. Legitimately a great general escorted catapult army. It's GG for them. Privateer, though, clearly been by to pillage this, or this quadrime has. Germany at top of the table in science at 204, with Russia behind at 177, but Korea's just completely lost the plot in terms of science. That's their one win condition. They're not really meeting it. They only have 48 culture, so I suspect Korea's probably out of this game. I think it's between Russia, Clio, Rome, and Germany at this point. Although, how's France doing with this war? Called it quits after Passar Gate. Called it quits after Passar Gate. Did not go up and attack Sparta. I wonder if that's enough for her, because she has Bacatry too. So she has taken Bacatry, which is really, really good. She's getting lots of cities. I think it might just be too late to develop that into a win for her. Now rocking 130. Just a few turns ago was 77. It might not be enough, but she's certainly doing better than she was at the expense of Egypt and Cyrus. Biggest advantage still for Egypt is lots of land with lots of rivers. Field cannon cores can help defend her cities. Where is she at on the table? 146 science. She's just meddling in the table, though. Meddling in the table was really ahead early, so still has a little bit of a boost. This quadrime core for America still absolutely killing it. Any more interesting wonders go down? How's Rome doing? This encampment is still intact. Rome, do better. Germany's got planes now. Once Germany has planes, I think it's GG. Let's hold here for a couple turns and see if he builds them. Although Rome getting some battleships down. Interesting move by Rome. There's not a lot of coastal cities. He could bring that down to Augsburg and maybe do some damage, though. Wow, he's got a couple aerodromes, so it's just a matter of time before the planes go in there and do some big damage. Yangsan, another Korean city being loyalty flipped, this time to America. America has fully come back into this game, albeit a little late, with Maui. Where are they on the table? 172 science is right up there. 211 is the lead with Germany. I wonder if Germany is going to have spaceports soon. It is turn 281. Yangsan, a free city helicopter, is pretty sick, though. St. Petersburg never changed. The city of starving artists with nowhere to use any of their artwork or charges or music or whatever. Insert word here Just a bunch of artists looking for work. Was it worth going to uni for art? Was it? Man, isn't that the question of the 21st century? I feel like everyone just has like, I feel like cultists are the civilization equivalent of a big truck. Like no one's going to use them for any real purpose other than just to signify like, hey, I can have this many cultists. I bet you they're compensating for something. These France and Rome are compensating for something with these cultists for sure. Turn 300, Germany the clear favorites to win. Most science in the game, most culture in the game. Huge army, building airplanes, although doesn't actually have any yet. Up to 3 aerodromes now. Makes me wonder if he has the resources to build them. Does have offshore oil, so he will have the biplane resources. Does he have aluminum? I'm not really sure. It doesn't look like it, although that was just a thing. Was there a plane there? I don't think there was a plane. I think it was just a graphical funkiness by this autoplay. That's okay. Let's move on. Korea just being squished. Yeah, he's got Yangsan. He's got Qingxian. He's still losing Boston, though, which is awesome. No, he's fixed the problem. Boston has never been loyalty flipped, despite all evidence that it would be. This 23 population just doing work on Philadelphia right now. I wonder if he's going to be able to get this back. That would be a huge win for America. Germany, though, clear favorites to win here. How's Russia doing? Still the city of starving artists. Just doing better than they were, but not enough to win. Cyrus is completely out of the game. France, taking up a lot of space on the map, has a lot of cultists, not using them to loyalty flip Philadelphia, for instance. Just not making the best use of their faith purchases here. I feel really bad for Korea. What a great start for Korea to just be completely turned out of this game. Doesn't have power in the city she needs it the most. Has a couple wonders down. Has built the Colosseum, but overall just not getting the job done, unfortunately. Rome is huge. Still building settlers. Still taking up lots of land. Has that big road infrastructure. Also getting planes. I don't think they're going to get to use them, though. Has the aerodromes, but even Germany, who's had the aerodromes for a long time, is not building any planes in them. Very weird choice to build these aerodromes. Why not just kill Korea? Just bomb Seoul. You know you want to. Oh, taking Gwangju, though. Let's see if we can see this war on Gwangju here. Bombard army versus tanks. Korea's got tanks to defend this. So clearly, while her science is behind now, that early advantage she had is giving her strong enough units to so far repel the bombard army. There's anti-tank crews coming in. I don't think this bombard army survives, but Germany clearly has the best possible chance here. Yeah, and the double hit from the walls and the encampment take it out. Bagatry is now a free city, which is really unfortunate for France. It's a big swath of land they no longer have control of, as well as a few districts. Are there any spaceports in Germany, though? That'll be the big test. Rome, though, now. Rome with 254 science. America with 202 has overtaken Germany. Is Rome going to be able to pull the science victory out here? Oh, boy. Oh boy, it's a race to the science victory, I think. I'm not sure culture one's coming out in this one, everyone. I think it's a race to a science victory. Not enough time left in the game to take over all the cities if you're the AI, I don't think. I think it's who can get spaceports out, who can launch all the satellites, and who can do that the quickest. America back in this game at 200 science. Rome now at 295 science. Absolutely insanity that Rome has been able to overtake Germany by about 55 science. That's crazy. Russia, you got Anansi now. Just all talk, no action from Russia. Best civ in the game. Maybe not. Maybe they're not the best civ in the game, right? This is the test we're doing. Just completely shows up and does not impress for me. Needed to go Void Singers. Needed to get their great works out. Russia's done. Cyrus is done. France is done. Although they got Bagatry back, which is awesome for them. Good work. Still has enough population here to keep that city. Maybe an era flipped along the way. It's still showing me in the original era, which is awesome. Rome down to 267, Germany 255, America 224. Germany's had the highest amount of science the most consistently. Wouldn't be surprised if they're starting to throw down spaceports soon. And indeed, they do have some spaceports under construction in Germany. Do they have spaceports? They do in Rome as well. It is a space race, folks, to the finish line. Who is going to win this? Korea's like, oh no, help me, I need more cities, but it's turned 316, so they've left it a little bit too late. Poor Korea, they started out with so much promise. all of the compensating cultists are just, the compensating cultists, that's a cool word, are just hanging out. Caesar Augusta doesn't have enough loyalty, but I don't know if Korea is going to be able to take advantage of that, unfortunately. Does America have spaceports yet? Once America has spaceports, it's game on. I don't see any, though. I don't see any spaceports in America, so still behind where Germany and Rome are at. I wonder if we're going to be able to see... Ooh, Germany has fighters now. Are they going to use it in a war? Is it just purely defensive so they can launch off all of their space projects? Germany's spaceports are no longer under construction. They are fully functional. Rome's are still under construction, so Germany is a little bit ahead in this space race. What about this one here? Still under construction. Rome ahead in the space race at turn 323. Egypt has discovered Hercules for that catch-up play to really smash out those districts. She smashed out 20 science in the last couple of turns. Still far behind Germany or Rome. America, where are they at? America 202 now, so not even close to Germany. I'd say Rome is the only real science competition, but Germany also has the most culture, so probably won't be swayed by Russia. Also, if Russia gets rock bands, it's a long way for them to go, but Russia has built the Golden Gate Bridge. Very good, Russia. Very useful Golden Gate Bridge. I'm sure that's the key to your victory here. I wish I could tell if Germany has actually launched any of these space projects with this autoplay. However, you can see the spaceport's fully functional. This one's even got a rocket ready to go. Oh, wow. Something just happened here. I wonder if that was a space project launching. I suppose we'll see when the game randomly tells me I've lost, because the game thinks I'm Russia, so if Russia doesn't win, it'll show us the defeat screen. France managed to keep Bakitri, but is losing Marseille to loyalty now in 632 turns, so they'll be fine. Good theater squares, holy sites, they're trying their best, but they can't even fix their pillage tiles here. I think they're pretty out of this game, unfortunately. Korea clawing her way back to 225 science. Too little, too late. I don't see any spaceports, and I think if you don't have spaceports at this point in the game, you're probably not going to win. Does Rome have theirs completed now? Rome does have a spaceport completed. It's just the one. I don't see any other spaceports in their territory that are fully functional. This Huey is buffing exactly one tile, ladies and gentlemen. That is a one-tile Huey for Rome. Very well. Germany has fully powered up since the last time we checked in, which has allowed them to get to 351 science. If I had $1 million to bet right now who was winning, I doubt the bookies would even let me bet on Germany, because that's how certain I am that they're going to pull a science victory out at this point. Korea has managed to settle that other city. Very interesting, because Sangju is not going to be helpful. However, it does get a district here, does get an armor corps to defend it, which is smart enough. I'm surprised at the lack of war that happened in this game. I thought there'd be more war. All of the cities that flipped, loyalty flipped, except for the one over here, Pass Argade. We saw that being taken, of course. I do wonder, though, if we played domination victory only, if the AI would catch on to that and really go for broke. Maybe that's fun for the next one, all domination sifts, to see who would pull it out. Egypt's got Beowulf just roaming around, just scouting the map. Good for them. More builders being sacrificed. Are there builders being sacrificed here, or just more projects being run? I think Germany wins this in the next 20 turns, is my guess. Russia pushing on with that culture victory, now has rock bands. I don't think anyone would have banned them yet, so maybe if they have enough tourism already built up, they could use some sneaky rock bands to help them. I think there are enough wonders spread evenly around the map, though, to give enough tourism to all the other civs that just a couple of rock bands will not be enough to sway the game. What in the ever-loving Egypt? What are you doing? We're following this settler. We know Germany's going to win at this point. We are following this settler. Where is it going? Is it moving? Is it even moving? It is not moving. Also, if I'm being perfectly honest, I'm an idiot and I don't actually know what happens at the end of this game if it ends. I don't know if it puts me back into the game at Russia or if it crashes the game. I think we can call Germany the winner, though. 464 science, 392 culture. This is a Peppermint Butler performance. Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolute devastation. Oh, there's a rock band. Where is it playing? Oh, I heard the rock band. Can Russia pull it out? 136 culture to 404 is just too big of a hill to climb. Even Catherine has more culture. These rock bands are going off, though. Are they all Russian, though? Are there other rock bands on this map? Oh, the Egyptian settler has moved. How desperate are they for another city? Are they going to come and settle down here? They must be coming to settle near Houston. America has managed to expand. Does have 230 science. Even Rome has 338, though. So America is well far behind. Germany is up to jet fighters. What would be interesting is actually, because I've set this to play till turn 500, I wonder if the game will play through anyway. I did leave all the other victory conditions on, so my guess is no. But maybe... Oh, Germany's even got Broadway. Stealing that from... There's a New York City in this game, and Germany's taking Broadway. How rude. How rude is that? Just looking at it via map size, Korea looks so sad. Even Cyrus looks like they're doing better than Korea. Korea's just sandwiched in between 4 Goliaths in this one. Yeah, at least Cyrus has their own little coastline to be happy with. Has finally managed to clear all these barbs. We haven't checked in with Cyrus for a while. Does have an aerodrome and Himiko. There's a shot. There's a shot. They're taking past our gate back as well. How's that going? Again, loyalty flipping, though. No attack. No aggressive attack. That must have skimmed so much science off of Catherine to lose the Galapagos Islands, and it has indeed. She's down to 127. Oh, Russian rock bands. They made it to Germany. Oh, my God. Please, Russia. Please win this. Please. 511 science to 444. The next closest number even is Rome at 355. Trying hard with those rock bands, though, Russia is. I think Germany's going to ban them soon. Has enough culture to have a big enough government to make that ban and not have to sacrifice a good policy card to do it. I think Germany's just... I thought they'd win by turn 340, 350-ish. They're still pushing on. I think they're just counting down the light years at this point. How many more rock bands does Russia have to bear? I see 1, 2 in their empire, so 2 more rock bands. Let's follow these guys around for a couple turns. Heading through Rome. Are they going to head through Rome, or are they going to move through just straight down to Germany? The AI knows how to count the tourists. They know where they need to rock on to get those tourists. Straight down to Germany, those rock bands are going. I don't think it's going to be enough, but at least Russia has a coherent strategy that I can get behind. To add to Korea's woes, Gangneung is just not staying in their column for too long. I don't even think it belonged to them for the last little while. I'm just mentioning it. We have one of our favorite city names, though. Apu. Rocking away on Broadway. How rude is that to rock on Broadway? I wonder if that's a level up for that rock band. Please level up. Please win this game, Russia. 603 science to 618 culture, though. This is absolutely wild. How has Germany not won this game yet? It's turned 372. Come on, Germany. You've got this, bud. You've absolutely got this. I wonder if they have and it just plays through no matter what. I wonder if we're going to find out at turn 500 that Germany won at turn like 320. Parsa, you got it. Parsa, it's turn 375. I know you can build builders. You have a military engineer in Zranka. Fix your pillaged tiles. You have it right here. He can fix all of them. What are you doing? What is he doing? Oh, Cyrus. Cyrus, I thought better of you. Egypt's also looking a little sad if you just go by the old mini-map kind of space being taken up by the Empire. Egypt's powered up now, has a aerodrome, a couple of heroes, but doesn't have a lot going on. Russia is pushing on and pushing hard. How much science are they getting per turn? Oh, I see a giant death robot. Here we go. How much faith, sorry, are they getting per turn to buy? 300 per turn. Russia's getting 300 per turn. Rome's got a giant death robot, though. Please kill Gongju with it. Rome, please kill somebody with this giant death robot. Germany has 691 culture, 683 science. This GDR has a promotion now. I really want that GDR to kill somebody. Ooh, Germany's got a GDR as well. 2 GDRs, 3, 4 giant death robots for Germany. Go and kill somebody with them. Germany, what are you doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, no. I'm back. I'm back on the scene. Where are they going? Are they attacking? Oh, 2 promotions now. Are they attacking or scouting? I can't zoom out any farther. Gangyang belongs to Egypt now. I wonder if they're attacking or scouting. Oh, I think they're just roaming around. They're not fighting each other. I think they got open borders and they're just having a giant death robot mingle in Caesar Augusta and we're just not invited. Man, those rock bands, though, are fat and thick and they're just going out. That's fat with a PH and thick with a double C. They are... I mean, you know what, Russia? You're trying. Russia's trying really hard. I'm not convinced Germany's trying to win. Auckland looks like it's being held hostage. Auckland is definitely being held hostage by Germany. Auckland just looks sad. Like, this is unfortunate. It has that 1 modern armor, though. Washington has 28 population. Does any other civ have 28 population? I don't see another 28 population city. Not even Germany has a 15 population city. Oh, they have Frankfurt at 16. Interesting. Well, all of those farms worked out. Build your farms, kids. If we go check out America, all of these farms, that's what you get. 28 population in Washington here. Surely Germany has won this game. Surely they're not still winding down the clock. International Space Station, receive aid. Okay. Interesting. Turn 390. I thought Germany had this one in the bag, but apparently not. They've even settled down here. Germany's even settled down on this little island, and this island as well. Look at that. Regensburg. That's what I call my FM21 youth academy. Regensburg. I want these giant death robots to hit something. Go kill Russia. He's been rock banding you. Do it. I wonder if I turn the autoplay off, if I go back and hop into this game as Russia, if I can pause the autoplay and check the victory condition screen. I'm going to try that. All right, I am back in the game as Russia. If I go to the victory condition screen, Germany's not even close. Oh, France is going to win. France has won. No way. France has won the Diplo victory. You've got to be joking. Oh my god, France has actually won the Diplo victory. Is France the best civ in the game? If I go back to this autoplay, does France win it? France has 20. France had 20. Does she win this game? 397. It goes to 398. I'm going to go in and next turn it. I think France has won this game. Yeah, the GDRs took over the city-state here. It's turn 398. France has won. So the autoplay does not auto-end the game. France has won this game. 20 out of 20 Diplo points. France has actually won. So if I go shift-enter here, does that lose us the game? Oh, you know what? Is it disabled? Did I disable it? I might have disabled the Diplo victory. I might have disabled the Diplo victory. You know what, though? I'm calling it right here. I forgot about the Diplo victory. France is your official winner of this match. Holy smokes. If you just look at the map, though, France, oh my, I cannot believe she won. Germany, you had everything you needed to win this science victory, and you just didn't. 703 science, 502 culture, and Germany could not pull it out. Absolutely shocking performance from Germany. Absolutely shocking. I'm going to load in as France here. I tried to load back in as France. Oh, I returned as Russia. That's my bad, but I'm calling it. A win is a win. I must have accidentally disabled the diplomacy victory because it says disabled here, and that's my bad. But France has won this game. What an absolute treat this was. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really did not think France, with the Diplo victory, was going to win this game. What an absolute treat that was. Let me know in the comments going into the game who you thought was going to win and why, and what your favorite part of this game was, and what kind of game you'd like to see us do next. All domination civs, all naval civs, anything like that, just let me know. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, the like and subscribe button are there. Feel free to check out all the links in the description for Twitch, for Discord, for Twitter, all of those things. Man, this was such a good time. I'm so happy I did it. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.